AITAH if I divorce my husband for not wiping his butt. For years, my husband has always been the kind of guy who likes to joke around and live by a don't take life too seriously philosophy. I've loved this about him, honestly. He's confident, funny, and never afraid to try out new things, even if they're a bit out there. But recently, he has gone off the deep end with one particular thing: wiping his butt. You're probably thinking, wait, what? Yeah, you heard that right. My husband, who I've been with for almost 5 years now, has recently come up with the insane and frankly disgusting idea that he doesn't need to wipe his butt anymore. Let me explain the whole saga so you can understand just how serious he is about this. It all started about 2 days ago. We were having a typical lazy Sunday morning, watching TV, enjoying some coffee, when he casually mentioned, "Hey babe, I don't think I'll be wiping anymore." At first I thought he was kidding. Maybe he had some new quirky thing he was trying out, like a weird diet or some fitness challenge. But no, he was dead serious. He went on to explain that he had seen a bunch of videos online claiming that alpha males never wipe after going to the bathroom. He had gotten it into his head that real men don't bother with such things, and that wiping was, in fact, a sign of weakness. I was absolutely floored. The man I married, the one who would always be so thoughtful and hygienic, was now telling me that he was no longer going to wipe his own ass because of some strange alpha male theory he'd picked up. My mind raced, and I asked him, trying to stay calm, "Are you serious? Are you really telling me you think not wiping is some kind of alpha move?" He nodded like he had just discovered some deep truth about masculinity. But wait, it gets better or worse depending on your perspective. Over the next 48 hours, it escalated. He didn't just keep this bizarre declaration to himself. Oh no. He started walking around like he had some kind of revolutionary insight to share, telling everyone we met, family members, friends, even random strangers in the grocery store, alphas don't wipe. He was so dead serious, too. There was no trace of humor in his voice. In his mind, this was his new identity. And I'm not talking about casual comments. He was literally stopping people to educate them on the supposed superiority of not wiping. It was honestly embarrassing. I tried reasoning with him, of course. I said, "Look, babe, you can do whatever you want, but this is a basic hygiene issue. You can't just stop wiping. It's not about being alpha or whatever. It's about cleanliness, health, and basic decency. Not to mention, if you're walking around with a dirty butt, people are going to notice." But he wasn't listening. He just shrugged it off, telling me I was weak for caring about something so trivial, that I was just trying to impose my beta thinking on him. I tried bringing up how uncomfortable it would be for him and anyone around him if he didn't wipe, but it was like talking to a brick wall. At this point, I'm at my wit's end. I can't understand how something so simple and essential can become such a massive issue. I thought marriage was about compromise and mutual respect, but this feels like an absolute deal-breaker for me. He's refusing to take basic care of himself, and he's not even willing to listen to reason. I don't want to sound shallow, but hygiene is important to me. It's something I can't ignore. And while I understand he may want to embrace some notion of masculinity, the idea of him walking around with a dirty butt, and the thought of what that means for our intimacy and overall relationship, is starting to feel like a breaking point. I don't know if this is some midlife crisis or if I've been too accepting of his odd quirks in the past, but this feels like something I can't just ignore. I keep wondering if this is the start of something bigger. If he can't take care of himself in this very basic way, where else does this alpha male mindset go? What if he starts refusing to shower, to brush his teeth, or worse, stops caring about other things in our life together? Where do I draw the line? So, AITA, if I'm seriously considering divorce over something this weird and seemingly trivial, I'm torn. I love the guy, but I also feel like I can't be with someone who doesn't even care about the most basic aspects of hygiene. Is this just a phase? Or should I take this as a sign of deeper issues in our marriage? What do you think?